Introducing the Sheller Bell. This is a project I've been working on for the last year. One thing you'll get with my stuff is it's all proven and tested. This has been around in the hobby for 60 years. What's the point of this and what makes it so good, this version? Well, first of all, double stainless steel, 3/16, so it's not going to rust. Sturdiness, I want it to be sturdy, so that's the reason why I put 2 washers, so I could get that rigidity in there. What I noticed is just one washer. If you really pressed on it, that one washer would eventually fail. One thing I changed is the feeding holes. The top ones I've shrunk. Now I've been through probably about 40 different versions, so all the versions have changed. Hole sizes, hole placements, wraps, ties, cord lengths, everything. But one thing I noticed is I wanted to feed freeze-dried because freeze-dried is more cost-effective. A pound of frozen bloodworms, just so you know, I've done this test. A pound of frozen bloodworms is $25. When you take that pound and remove all the water and let that dry, you end up with about an ounce of food. So you're spending about $25 an ounce, okay? So that's why I couldn't do that anymore, because it's crazy. I got 35 tanks, I got wild fish, they need good food. I cannot spend that kind of money. So I had to come up with something. What's nice about this product is the growth. Healthier fish, but even. Because the dominant fish are at the bell eating, and what they're doing is they're sending small amounts of food throughout the tank, so everyone eats. I've had discus in 100, I've had 100 baby discus in a 50-gallon, and they all grew exactly the same. I would feed one of these a day to growing fish. I'd feed these once to every other day to adult fish. Now I feed it to guppies, I fed it to bettas, I fed it to my ultums, I fed it to my scalar, I fed it to all my discus, I fed it to everything, all my, you'll even see in the video a pleco eating off of it. So, but one thing I did is I came up with this cork system, because this hole was dumping food too fast. So by corking it, you're basically forcing the food out these small side holes. And that is a better design because it's not pouring so much food in the tank at one time. So this is a great system. The long cord was important to me. I used to have a shorter cord on it, thinking that I could hang it from, but what I was finding is some of my lids are tight. I have some lighter lids that don't want to hold it, because it's designed to hang in the tank. It's not designed to sit in the tank, right? But I also want to be able to get it out. So this cord being long, you can wrap it around stuff, you can hook it on stuff, and get that exact height you want. Alright, so let's talk about what you'll receive. What you'll notice is you'll be feeding less and getting better results, so you'll actually save money with the system. And one thing I did is I kept the portion sizes small, because when you buy a big bag of food, it tends to go bad quick. So we want these smaller portions. Now, you can buy refill bags for, there's more product in it, but I would recommend you take that freezer bag that you're gonna get and you put it in the fridge and refill this. That's the point. That's how I do it, because my food stays fresher longer and my fish stay healthier. So portion size, huge. There's no reason to have this big old thing of food and have it sitting out and rotting. So smaller portions, it is the secret. And once you buy a smaller portion from me, you can buy the bigger portions, or you can bypass this and just buy the bigger portions and put them in a smaller. I highly recommend keep your food in the fridge and put them in smaller jars. That's just something that I've learned that makes your food way higher quality and stay better longer and way more effective. So you get this, and then you get the bell. So the bell comes, and these are going to be the bells you're going to get, the white clear ones, and it's the long cord. So I just wrap the cord inside so it ships this way a lot easier. And then you're going to get, so one thing I did is I used to use a thicker stand. Okay, let's pull these out. So you get two stands, and you get 2 corks, because I noticed I was losing the cork. One scoop, and then 1 brush with a compression, okay? So we'll kind of go through these real quick. So the extra cork, obviously, so you're going to get that. But one thing I noticed with the stand is if I have just one, it tends to crack after a while because you're putting pressure, and I'll show you why. So the tooth adds rigidity. But let's say you do crack this outside one, you can just switch them back over and kind of use them over. Put these to the side. Oh, and these foods actually can all be used with the system too. So that's what's great. You got the freeze-dried blackworms, the mysis, the bloodworms, and the brine shrimp. And these are products you can kind of make your own mixture, right? And there will be more mixtures. I've already got 3 more formulas I'm working on with these. And what I look for is I want proteins and fats. That's kind of all I'm really worried about. These foods have a little bit higher ash because they're real foods. And that's good because you're actually creating less waste in the tank, and the ash is picked up by your filter very easily. So this one is a higher protein. Don't get freaked out on protein levels, okay? You just don't want to feed this 3 or 4 times a day to your fish, okay? 1 time a day is great, especially growing fish. My rule for growing fish is 50 protein, 10 fat. That is what I do, and it's amazing results. You know, everyday feeding, I want about 45, 8, 45, 7, something like that. And then obviously you get into herbivores where it's in the 30s. But, okay, so the food, there's more foods coming, but you can buy these foods and kind of use them as you want. Okay, so let me show you how to pack this thing real quick. So the bell comes, you pull the cork, and then you use your stand, double stand, kind of just stick it here. Now what was happening was, before I had the stand, what I noticed is when I started packing these foods, the food started to run out and I was wasting food. So I had a little tray at one time. I've been through like probably, you know, like I said, probably 40 versions, I think, total. And this is what I came up with. And I will give a 1-year guarantee on this product. If you buy this product and it fails and you can send me a picture, I will send you another one at no charge, no shipping, everything will be free, okay? That's how confident I am in this, because this one right here is exactly 13 months old and it's bulletproof. It's basically as good as I can make it, right? And each one of these is made by hand, so this isn't a production thing. So each one has quality put into it. This is something exciting. Now I have 18 products on the website right now, shelleraquatics.com, if you want to look. That is something that we're trying to build up, and hopefully within the next year we can get that up and going full time, where I can do this full time, because that's my goal. All right, so let's take the food. Here's how I think about the food. 1 scoop small tank, 2 scoop medium tank, 3 scoop big tank. I got 50 discus in a 50 gallon right now. Now, because they're growing, I'm thinking 3 scoops, right? Bigger tank. Now they go obviously way bigger than that, but it's going to kind of depend on the size of the tank and how many fish are in it. So kind of use your own judgment. Now the scoop is designed, and I've been through 7 different scoops. This is the one I like. And the reason why is because you can do a full scoop, you can do a level scoop, or you can do a half scoop, right? So I usually just do a good little scoop, little over level, and just put it in. Now I don't worry about not getting it on the sides and stuff, because there's a reason why I have the brush. So you kind of just take this, so 3 scoops, right? Okay, put the lid back on. Take your brush in, so you can kind of see here, we're brushing in everything, getting it in the gap, all right? And then you take it and turn it over, right? So this is the compression part. I used to have this in 2 different utensils, and I found this brush that works perfect. Bigger fish, light compression; smaller fish, heavy compression. But the real goal of it is to get these gaps up top filled and packed, because that's what starts the whole process. So you can kind of see. And what's nice about the stand, so you kind of want to take pressure off the stand, so you notice how I'm holding it here. It will hold it with the double. The single did fail on me a couple times, but I just wanted to keep costs in check. The Sarah Onip tab thing, it works real well as a stand too, but it just sits a little higher, so just your info. Okay, so I kind of crushed that in there, right? And then just put this on, and you're ready to go. So you can kind of see how it's coming out the top. Now you're going to flip it, and a little bit of small stuff is going to come out the side. That's normal. That's exactly what you want, because that starts the initial response, the feeding response. And what you'll notice is you'll get a more natural feeding out of this, but also you're going to get better growth. There's no doubt in my mind. And then another thing is it's more of a natural feeding, as far as the fish naturally tend to want to graze for time periods. They don't want to eat and be done. It's enrichment basically, because they really have to fight to get this food, right? So they're not just getting food laid in front of them, because you got to figure your fish are just in a tank. And so anything you can kind of give them to like break up the day for them is awesome, because they're going to be healthier with that ability to go search for food, because that's naturally what fish do. Okay, so that is it. You just take this, drop this in the tank. Remember, you're hanging it. You don't want to drop it to the bottom, because you want that swinging effect, because that bell effect is what sends the small particles. So that's about it. I just kind of wanted to let you guys know that this is coming out. I got 18 products on the website right now. I'm looking at my whiteboard behind you. I have 75 products in the works. Now, none of these products are anything I don't use. These are all products I use personally. And I just want to say that I hope that you guys will support this business, because I would love to be able to do this stuff full time. It's been my dream, but it has to make sense financially for my family and stuff. So I'm not giving up the one business because it's very profitable. I did close down the other business because I needed time to do this. And this is something I've been working on for a total of about 2 years. But really ramped it up about a year ago. So, all right, you guys, I just want to say thanks, and I hope you'll go check out the website and send me some comments. All right, take care.